What is going on, Lucid fans? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to give you a good overview of the data points, what they're truly saying, but more specifically, why we do invest in Lucid. So I'm going to go over all that. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And with that, let's get right to it. So currently down 1.17%. It had a lot of good momentum today as it hit $7.51 as a high, but currently still trading between this S1 and the pivot. So $7.82 and $6.96. That's the next big support and resistance point that you need to watch for. But for instance, looking at stochastic, you do see a start, even though it is red today, you do see a start of a bullish signal. So of course, that's fairly good. Number of retail investors are getting in today. And of course, this just recently updated as of right now, or I believe it was yesterday. So the latest Morningstar report does indicate that Lucid's fair market value, given all the assets and so forth, is $11.53. But keep in mind, all I'm doing is laying out points. You guys interpret that how you see fit. Do you guys' own due diligence, because I am not a financial advisor. But at the time of doing this video, there has been no press releases, no SEC filings, nothing along those lines. So it is just merely following the broader market and the technicals. And as of right now, the market is a little bit more fearful once again about the whole debt ceiling. And I'll give you guys a quick overview, for instance, of what shorts are doing, because typically they like to take advantage of fear. So short score is currently 93, utilization is at 100%. And as far as right now, shorts are returning 1.39 million shares, 23.5% of the free floats being shorted, and 151.52 million shares overall are being shorted. And cost to borrow average is 22.7%. So generally speaking, the fact that they are returning shares on a little bit more of a red day does signal, to me at least, that this is an overreaction. So potentially causing maybe continuation going into next week, a little bit higher highs, in my own opinion, of course. But regardless of the price, I know this is all just short-term stuff, just blah, blah, blah. But if you are thinking bigger picture with Lucid, this is where you are, for instance, looking at a lot of the things for infrastructure. What is happening based on bills, and who is investing in, for instance, Lucid. So when it comes down to it, I've brought this up vaguely in the past, but as you can see, it is even being passed on bills just to have homes kind of being able to handle EV charging stations. That just goes to show and signals that EVs are going to be the future. And as I did bring up, I believe in yesterday's video, or the day before, whatever it was, it did show the fact that there is a lot of old vehicles out there, and most likely in the next coming years, so 1 or 2 years, a lot of people are going to be changing their ICE vehicles and, for instance, looking to EVs, especially considering there's going to be a lot of positive incentives to do so. And there's also going to be, for instance, a lot of these kind of situations where the homes, which of course I think was a little bit more of a additional fear, the fact that older homes can't really accommodate EV charging, and just the infrastructure wasn't necessarily there in the past couple of years. But now going forward, definitely I think that whole scare, and it makes it easy for people to really want to buy a EV. So of course, why wouldn't someone get the best technology out there, and that is Lucid. So I think right now Lucid still does have a fairly good competitive advantage, but like I did signal on previous videos, they just merely need to really ramp up on production a lot more than what they currently are. So the 10 to 14,000 for 2023 isn't really satisfactory in my own opinion. But of course, like I already said, these videos are strictly for entertainment purposes only. But keep in mind what Kathy recently said, I think it was in April, the fact that she does believe that Tesla in among itself within 5 years will be a $2,000 stock, largely because of robotaxis. And of course, Tesla's really integrated and really wanted to do this for a while now. And keep in mind, this is exactly what Lucid did say that they want to do in roughly around 10 years from now. So definitely it is on the radar for Lucid. And imagine having Lucids, for instance, around even Las Vegas, just back and forth, just continuously. That would be very, very epic for Lucid. And not only that though, but if Lucid does and is able to accommodate and do robo-taxis, at least if they are able to cut it down from 10 years to, for instance, by 2027, they can also use that as a very good marketing campaign. The fact that people are going to be getting in a Lucid rather than a Tesla, and Lucid is just so much better on many different aspects. So I think in reality, that would be a massive selling point as well, because as of right now, Lucid simply just relies, as far as marketing purposes, just word of mouth, and clearly based on the Q1 earnings, test drives. So those are the kind of highlights of their marketing aspect. So if they do, for instance, have robotaxis within the 10 years or ideally by 2027, then this would be huge for Lucid. So once again, let me know you guys' thoughts on all of this in the comments below. When it comes down to it though, I do strongly feel that there is going to be the Gravity coming fairly soon. Like I signaled in my last video, they have started to at least get in and lock in the trademarks of the Gravity symbol and the logo. So usually that should signal, at least in the next maybe quarter, the Gravity will be unveiled fairly soon. And then from there, we'll be able to really judge based on the price, a good actual judgment point for the Lucid stock price itself. So hopefully, I think that'll be the next big catalyst for Lucid. But once again, let me know you guys' thoughts on all of this in the comments below. Give yourself a shout out if you have been buying, selling, holding, where you see things going potentially from here. And if you think that Lucid is ever going to do robo-taxis, or is this just going to be a tentative pipe dream? So once again, let me know you guys' thoughts on all this in the comments below. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. One final thing, don't forget to take advantage of this promo with Moomoo, link in the description below and also the comments. Sign up for a free account, you get one free stock. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. So complete no-brainer, take advantage while you can. And with that said, I appreciate you guys watching. Let's all make a lot of money on Lucid.